we see? What do we see happening? Like, is there just almost no human-to-human interaction anymore? Like, are we, with our retailers asking consumers to consistently, constantly self-serve? What's that going to look like in the future?
Well, I think certainly a lot more. I think it's an open question, not to get too philosophical here on the Tag podcast, but I'll just even speak, anecdotally for myself. For some reason, when I'm interacting with a chatbot, it feels fine until I know it's a chatbot, and then it feels a little different. I think, one, AI will get a little better at, being able to emulate a human. You may never know the voices there. And I think, culturally, we'll all get a little bit more comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to believe, I think as personal philosophy, that human connection is important. And so I do think that there are probably some pieces that will remain probably forever. And I think we're in a little bit of an experimentation stage as to, what folks would prefer to automate and what folks would prefer to be face-to-face. Obviously from the business point of view, they want to push cost takeout. So that'll kind of influence how that trend evolves over time. And I think people will get comfortable with things. But I do think there'll probably be some, guideposts that continue to be human-to-human interaction. I do think that there'll be kind of some, not like going to a record store perhaps today, is interesting and novel for some folks still and fun, as opposed to, firing up Spotify just because that's a fun interaction and a fun way to spend time. But I
miss Blockbuster.
Yes, I was more of a Hollywood video guy. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, overall, I'd say that's probably a clean way to put a button on it. I think a lot of those loops when it comes to, retail, omni-channel, thinking about buying, prepare to buy, fulfill, review, buy again, type of stuff. It'll, maybe look a lot like the digital music space in that most people are comfortable in that digital space, but there are still record stores, more of a boutique, more of an experience, but niche.
Right. Okay. Great.